If you want to learn today how you can run your own personal and private ChatGPT on Ubuntu server, you are in the right place. Today I'm going to show you how you can install Ollama and running Llama 3 or any other models you can see in the list. Install it and using AWS as your cloud provider in order to have your own personal and private ChatGPT in a few minutes. So stay tuned, we're about to start. Feel free to follow for more amazing tutorial. Hello everyone and welcome back. Before we start our tutorial for today, let's go over and review our stack for today. We're going to use AWS as our cloud provider, and then we're going to use Ollama. It's an amazing tool to run large language model on your local computer or in the cloud. You have so many options. You can run basically once you install Ollama, you can download all the model library that Ollama have, and it's more than what you can see right now in the image. And you can do it very easy, very smoothly. And today we're gonna use also the Open Web UI. It will be our web interface. It's like ChatGPT, but all of that is very unique because it will be private and personal, so you don't need to pay anyone here. And the last thing that we're gonna use our GIS that I prepared in order to install Docker and install also Ollama and WebUI. So just follow me and that's it. So let's start our first step with creating a security group. So we're gonna go to AWS. Inside AWS, we're gonna go to our security group and we're gonna do create security group. We're gonna call our security group Ollama security group. Very easy. Okay, let's copy and paste it to the description. And here we only need to allow inbounds for the port 3000. This is the port that the web UI that we're gonna use together with Ollama export. So it's port 3000 and that's it. And in order to log into our EC2 that we're gonna launch, we're gonna use SSM option. So we don't need SSH port. Next step is generating or creating IAM rule. So we need to create IAM rule in order to log in to our EC2 instance. So let's go and create rule. Once you press in here, you're gonna choose AWS service as a trusted entity type. And here in the use case, you need to choose EC2. Okay, and let's go down and do next. Here you need to search for Amazon SSM manageable instance core. Okay, once you search that, you have this policy, check it and do next. And let's create a role, Ollama SSM role. Let's see that all the details are okay. And let's just press create role. So we created a security group, we created IAM role. And by the way guys, we just want to update that we are working on mastering AWS Cloud course. It's like AWS Bootcamp for beginner, where you will learn AWS Cloud by building and deploying scalable web application using 3 different architecture, the most wanted and demanded architecture of AWS. You have the EC2 instance architecture, you have the serverless architecture, and you have the container architecture. This course is designed especially for beginners who want to gain the confidence of AWS Endzone and get hired easily. You can check it now in the YouTube description below. Okay, so let's go to the next step of launching EC2 Ubuntu instance in order to host our own ChatGPT privately and secure using Ollama and WebUI. So I'm gonna choose launching an instance, and in the name I'm gonna just add Ollama private app. Okay, very straightforward. Next, after the name, the OS that we're gonna use, usually I'm using Ubuntu, so also here I'm gonna use Ubuntu as our OS 2024 or 24. This is the newest OS for Ubuntu. We're gonna leave the architecture the same. And here is very important for me to say, in order to run a Llama or Ollama or any LLM that it starts with 7 billion key, you have to have at least minimum 8 giga of memory. Otherwise the instance is not gonna move and everything will be stuck. And even with this option, because we are using CPU and not GPU, it's not gonna be as fast, and you're gonna see it soon, but it's still gonna be okay. In the key, we're not gonna choose a key, we're gonna use our SSM option, and here in the security group, we're gonna use the security group that we just created, the Llama security group, okay? And here we're gonna give like 50 gigabyte or 30 gigabyte. No, let's do 50 gigabyte. Because all the LLM have a lot of weight, they like starting from 3-4 gigabyte and above, so we want to have space to our tutorial for our machine. Here I'm gonna use the IAM instance role that we just created, the Ollama SSM role, in order to connect to our instance without using SSH and PAM key. It's very easy, very smoothly. Once we launch in our instance, it will take like few seconds for it to be available for us. So let's go and open the instance. And this is how simple it is to connect to Ubuntu instance using SSM. I'm going to show you very soon. So you're just choosing that, you're pressing connect. Here in the connect, you're going to session manager. This is the SSM role that we created one step before. And that's it. You have SSH to your machine, but it's online. You don't need to secure a key or something like that. It's very easy, very straightforward. So I hope you learned something. Here we want to use sudo su Ubuntu in order to log in to the Ubuntu user. Otherwise, it's using the SSM agent and it's not going to help us. So the first step is to do the sudo su Ubuntu. And next, we're going to install Docker in order to install our Ollama and WebUI. So we're going to use the gist document that I created especially for you. It will be available in the YouTube description below. As you know us, we always make everything easy for you guys. So we will have the link. In this link, you have instruction of how to install Docker and Ollama using Docker image, as you can see here below. So let's go over step by step and prepare our instance to host the private ChatGPT. Okay, so the first command is sudo apt update in order to update our machine. Usually it will take longer, but in this video I'm cutting and adding and speeding stuff, so it will may be faster. But when you're gonna do it by yourself, it will be a little bit longer. Not too crazy, but few seconds, sometime 1 minute. Don't worry, it will go fast. Okay, so here I'm speeding up the video, as you can see. Instead of like waiting 20 seconds, you wait like 5 seconds. Okay, so we run sudo apt update and sudo apt upgrade in order to have all the latest security patch and patch for our Ubuntu machine. And by the way, guys, if you want to install Ollama without Docker, this is what you need to do right now. You're just running this command and that's it. But because we are using also WebUI, so we need to install Docker, and then with the Docker we can install it through a bundle. You install the WebUI and the Ollama together. So we're gonna proceed with the Docker option. Now we're gonna install a feature that related to the Docker that is relevant. So we copy and paste that. Okay, next we're gonna install the key, the GPC key or GPG key that we need. You just need to follow the document I created step by step. It will take like few minutes and that's it. You have Docker that is ready. Next we're gonna do echo command. And now because we have all the library, we changed the library for the Docker, we're gonna again run the sudo apt update. Next we go and run the apt cache command. Okay, and now you want to compare the output, see that you're getting the same output. So let's go to the file, again to documentation, and you see this is the structure of the output. So we are good to go to the next command. And in the next command, what we will do, we will run the command in order to install a Docker, as you will see in a few seconds. Okay, so let's go and do sudo apt install Docker. Press yes. Will take a few seconds. Okay, and now let's go and check that the Docker is installed and is running on our machine. So as you can see, Docker is installed and running. Perfect, so we finish this step. You can see the output that it looks like the same. Next step, we're just gonna run a command in order to add Ubuntu to the Docker group, so we will be able to run Docker without the sudo command. Okay, so this is what you need to do. Clear the screen. Here we're gonna change the username to the Ubuntu name that we just log into the SSM. Once we're doing that, we have to log out from the session and log in. Otherwise, we won't be able to run Docker again as a sudo. It needs to get update. So if I'm gonna do now Docker command is running, but when I need to do like more complicated command, it will give me an error, as you will see right now. So let's say I want to run the installation code. As you can see, we have error. Why? Because we didn't log out from the session, even though we gave Docker the right permission. We gave Ubuntu, the option to run Docker without sudo. So what I'm gonna do right now, I just show it to you guys. So if something like this will happen, you will know what to do. You need to log out from the session and then log in again. So I close the session and then I'm logging again. If you're doing SSH, you can do the same. Just close the session and log in again to the session. Let's do sudo ubuntu, and let's do a cd to our library, cd home ubuntu to the user directory, to the Ubuntu user directory. Okay, and now basically we have one last command in order to install Ollama plus WebUI using Docker. So all of this process was worth it because it's make you to run make you to run Ollama very easy, very smoothly, only with one command. So here you have two commands depending if you have Ollama already run on your computer or not. Okay, we don't have Ollama run on the computer, so we're gonna do a Docker bundle command to install Ollama and also WebUI at the same time. So it will take a few moments to download everything. I just make the video to skip that part, make it faster, as you can see. But when you're gonna do it at home, it will take you a few more moments. Okay, and basically, as you can see, the container is running now with the WebUI and Ollama. So we finished that part too, and now we are going to the fun part. We're gonna do a live demo of the Llama3 plus WebUI or any other LLM model that you want that you can run. I'm gonna show you how you can search for model too. So what you wanna do, you're gonna take the IP of your server and add 3000 as a port, and here you have already the WebUI login screen. Because we don't have a user, we're gonna use a sign up. So I'm gonna create a user, and while you see this user being created, basically this WebUI is an amazing option for you to run LLM privately and secure without using Open API key. OpenAI API key in the background, and it's not the data not sending to anywhere. It's in your local machine. And they did a very beautiful job creating this web UI. You're gonna see soon, like you have all the feature. You can upload file, you can manage your user, you can have other user to log in too. Okay, it's not only you. You can have your team member or any other person that you wanna let him to log in. Right now, I try to do hello, but I don't have a model. I need to download a model. So you can download a model to the machine itself, to the terminal. Or you can download a model through the search option. I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it, so it's more intuitive. So let's go here. You can just search for a model. I'm gonna search for Llama3. And as you see, it's opened me the option to pull Llama3 because it exists. If you're gonna run a model that does not exist, it's not gonna give you that. Okay, and it will take time to download. Remember, we're downloading here like 4 gigabytes, so again, I make the video go a little bit faster, but everything, as you see, went smoothly. We download Llama3, and as you see, we have Llama3 latest, and now when I will ask a question to our pretty much the same ChatGPT structure, it will take time to respond, because we're using CPU and not GPU. But bam, you have your own ChatGPT-like personal, secure web application. How easy, smoothly, and simple it was, and look how many options you can do. You can copy that, you can like it, you can share it, you can generate again the same answer, a different answer. And now I'm gonna show you how you can basically SSH to your machine, to the Docker container, so you can see the command, the Ollama that is installed there. So let's go and do the docker exec bash command. And here when I'm doing Ollama and list, it's gonna show me that it downloaded Llama3, okay, in the Docker volume, not in our instance, in the Docker volume. Very important to say. Let's go and print Ollama so you can see all the commands that Ollama have. You can do create, show, run, pull other LLM library or model, push. You can also custom your own LLM. Let's go and try to add another option of uploading a file. You can change the chat name, you can manage your user. It's a very cool feature, very smoothly WebUI. They did a great job here. And I said, let's share with you guys. So another option to learn AWS and also play with AI and LLM. So let's ask like just one more question to see that everything is working. I'm gonna ask him to share with me one stock that you think will worth to invest in 2024. It's not connected to the internet, but it still generates me pretty much a cool answer. Here in this example, you choose Shopify. Of course, it's not like investment suggestion, so don't follow that and don't follow this specific answer. I'm just showing you that it can benefit you in so many other ways. You're getting a cool answer, everything is working properly, everything is on your machine, on Ubuntu, so it's not shared with anyone else. And here you can see also how the CPU is utilized. As you see, it's not using so much CPU, but it will use more memory that we can see in the server itself. And next, I want to show you one last thing before we finish this cool tutorial. I'm going to show you how you can run also an API call, but because we install this locally, so you will be able to interact with it locally. You won't be able to interact with it from Postman or from your computer terminal. If you want me to create a tutorial of how you can create your own Ollama or Llama3 or different LLM model as an API, I can also show you that. So put a comment in the comment section and I will build that also. I will make a tutorial. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching and follow to the rest of the video. Please like, subscribe and leave comment below and keep following because I'm gonna release more and more amazing videos about AI, about AWS, about DevOps, about a lot of interesting stuff. Thank you so much.